Hi guys, welcome to this channel. Today's topic is tracking e-commerce. Okay, so you can set up e-commerce events to collect information about shopping behavior of your websites, like how users are coming to your websites for shopping and what products they are selecting, what products they are adding to cart, what type of things they are buying. So you can track this all out, and this the event you can the event which you use to track uh, enables you to like quantify most of your popular products and see the influence of promotions, like the promotions or social media ads you are doing, and product placements on revenue. Okay, so what is an e-commerce tracking? An e-commerce tracking is a snippet of code you can include on your site. Please read it once again. E-commerce is a snippet of code. See, but whenever users clicks on our product or adds our product to the cart or purchase it, a small snippet of code, a small piece of code is added to, you can say, the data layer or the GTM. Some data is passed over there. So we'll see it soon. Or app to collect transaction data such as product sales, purchase amounts, and billing locations and connect it to Google Analytics account. So we collect data from the website and use Google Tag Manager to manage all the data, process it, and give that data to Google Analytics for report generation. Why to set e-commerce tracking? With e-commerce tracking, you can better understand the value of your digital business. Yes, you can do it really very well. Use the e-commerce report to segment and analyze your data and discover relationships between your marketing campaigns, user engagement, and transactions. See, this is a really good way to look up for your website, like how your website is performing, how users are engaging with your websites, the kind of product you are using, the most favorable product on your site, etc. So we basically have two types of the e-commerce tracking. One is the standard one and the second is enhanced one. In this video we will be covering only the standard one. So the standard one is basically focuses on what the data was purchased information. Okay, and enhanced e-commerce is basically how it was purchased information. So this can be done like if you're having your Google Analytics account. Say you are at home, you can go to the admin panel down here. As soon as this opens, you can search for e-commerce setting. And in e-commerce setting, the first one is the standard e-commerce and second is enhanced e-commerce. So let me show you what is the difference. Like, we can come on conversations and then we can click on e-commerce. And so the shopping behavior and checkout behavior. If I disable the enhance feature, save it and say reload it, yeah. So what you will notice is that in this e-commerce section, those two columns are gone. So enhance e-commerce reporting gives us some more options to explore. Okay. So in this video, we'll be working on standard reporting. So, okay. So there are three steps to achieve our goal. First is finding the data. Second is push the data, and third is send the data. Firstly, we will do is we will find the data, like how we can generate data from our website. Then we can push the data through data layers, and then the final data is sent to Google Analytics for report generation. Sometimes when what happens is the finding step and the pushing the data step is done by the coder itself. So you just need to send data to the Google Analytics. All the one and two steps are done by the developer of your team. Okay, finding the data. Data can be found in many ways. Like, sometimes when the cart is added to your website, so these things, like these URL changes, like item, say color white, or say price 199, or say its size like Excel. So these kind of stuff you can access it from here also. And okay, so from this you can extract data. This is a Google developers site, and we get some rough data from here, a kind of sample you can say. So I link this in the description. So we have this data.push for e-commerce, where name of our product, ID, price, brand, category, variant, list, position, everything is added. So this is what we were talking about, snippet of code. So this is a custom code we can add. Okay, so we can copy it from here, and then we need to create some tag, custom HTML tag. So I've already created one, and then I did some minor changes, like I removed the second item, and all these issues are impressions. I've made it items, and then I removed all these codes from here. Okay, so then you can save. Also, what I did is I added an event, e-commerce track event, which was not mentioned here. Okay, so then save it, and you can add a trigger here. I've added a page view trigger for my blog, like whenever someone clicks on the blog, then the tag gets fired. Okay, so this is pretty simple. Yeah, page URL contains blog, so it is very common. You can use it, and say as I go to my website, I click on blog. So so my on my container loads, DLP e-commerce gets fired, and it contains the custom HTML and contains the blog. And if I look for the data layer, okay, it is not mentioned here. Okay, okay. So this was the event I was talking about. E-commerce event has been tracked, and we have our whole data here. Okay, so this was the data. It is now being stored, and no, we have this. It is not now stored, and for storing, we need to create a variable. So we'll be creating use a data layer variable, and here it is, e-commerce variable. Its type is data layer variable, and we have named it after this e-commerce dot. Oh, sorry, e-commerce dot item. This was from here, like e-commerce. In this, inside this, we renamed impressions after we renamed impressions to items, so that is why impression dot item. So it will access the data over here. So we have added this, and we reference it to a new tag which we have just created, which we will create. We have a GA4 event tag, and we have named it event, and items are item and e-commerce item. To the This is the e-commerce item, the data layer variable, to pass the data to our Google Analytics. Okay, and the trigger we have used is a custom view event trigger. Yes, so the event name is e-commerce.track that we have created using our code. Okay, so let me show you the code once again. Yeah, So this was the event I was talking about, e-commerce.track. Okay. So what we did is, we first step we find the data, we access data from Google like a demo data, and then we made some custom changes in it. Then what we did is, we added a tag, and we added a custom HTML tag, and we pushed the data in it. We added the data in it, and through it we send the data to data layer variable, and that data layer variable using GA4 event. Okay, sorry. We push the data. Second step, we push that data into data layer variables, and that data layer variable using GA4 events, the data is sent to Google Analytics. Okay. So let us check this. Like as soon as I click on blog, and yeah, firstly our DLP e-commerce track. This tag fires, and then our tag fires. So event name, we have this event equals e-commerce track, and we have e-commerce items here. Like, so we have this data in data layer, and I think it is not updated yet. Yeah, it is not updated here, else we would have seen. Okay, so this is how we can like track our e-commerce and send data from e-commerce site to our Google Analytics. Thank you.